of Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are LA.
It's going to be a hot one this afternoon at the Big A. Temperatures in the low 90s as the Angels and the Detroit Tigers wrap up this three-game set. The Halos with a 5-game winning streak going into this afternoon's contest. As we check out the standings in the American League Wild Card, Oakland sitting atop there. They will take on the Seattle Mariners in just a little bit. Baltimore losing to New York right now by the score of 5-3, and the Tampa Bay Rays defeating the Texas Rangers currently in the 7th inning. That game is at 6-0. As we welcome you inside the Big A and back to Angels baseball here at Fox Sports West, Victor Rojas along with my partner Mark Gubicza. The last two nights we stood right here and talked a little bit about the pitching matchup. We're not going to talk about the pitching matchup this afternoon. No, perhaps we'll make a mention of it as we go to commercial break. But today we're going to talk a little bit about Mike Trout, who set the tone yesterday for the Angels offense with that leadoff home run off Justin Verlander. And then that spectacular grab, the 4th time this year he has robbed someone of a home run.
Just an amazing player, what he can do on the offensive side and the defensive side, and what he did early on against Justin Verlander, leading off the game. First time he's ever faced him. On the 3rd pitch, hits it out. His 3rd career leadoff home run, 26th home run from that leadoff position, but then the defense to end the game. How often are you ever going to see the ability to drive the ball out of the ballpark leading off and then rob a home run to end the game? He's that type of player. The excitement he brings, the numbers he brings out there. He's going to get a Gold Glove this year for sure because he's made all those plays like you mentioned, 4 times robbing a home run. But it's the home run power and the speed, especially today, you mentioned that speed. Anibal Sanchez can give up the stolen base for look for Trout to get on and create opportunities to score.
Yeah, that Angels offense faced 2 known commodities in Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander. The first 2 games of the series, you mentioned Anibal Sanchez getting the start for the Tigers, and Zach Greinke is on the hill for the Angels this afternoon. We are just about ready for baseball here at the Big A, so sit back and relax. We'll bring you the lineups and the first pitch when we return. Angels baseball is brought to you by the All-American Jack Combo for only $4.99 plus tax at participating stores. By the amazing Hyundai Sonata. Visit your Southern California Hyundai dealer today.
And by 76 Gas. We're on the driver's side.
Glorious afternoon for baseball here at the Big A. The Angels starting off this homestand in a nice fashion, winning the first 2 games of the series against the Tigers. And after today, the Oakland Athletics will roll into town for the first of 4 beginning tomorrow night. Zach Greinke just about ready to take the mound here. The Tigers find themselves 2 games back in the American League Central Division, 4.5 back now in the American League Wild Card, while the Angels remain 7 back in the West. As we just showed you the standings of the Wild Card, 2 games back. The Halos a season high 13 games over 500. The Tigers, on the other hand, 73 and 65 overall. Now 7 games under 500 out on the road, and it doesn't get any easier for the Tigers. They leave here. They go to Chicago to play the division-leading White Sox beginning tomorrow night for a 4-game series.
Well, they have their pitching matchup set up against the White Sox, but they got to start swinging the bat for Jim Leyland. Hopefully they don't start until tomorrow in Chicago.
No question about it. Halos have taken the field. We'll check out Jim Leyland starting 9. They have Austin Jackson leading things off in center field. Andy Dirks is in left. Miguel Cabrera at third base. Prince Fielder at first. Delman Young is at DH tonight. Brennan Bosch is in right field. Johnny Peralta back in the starting lineup. He is the shortstop. Alex Avila doing the catching. And Omar Infante will bat ninth and play second base. They take on Zach Greinke, who's won his last 3 starts as a member of the Angels.
Well, he's been throwing the ball so well. You mentioned those last 3 he's pitched. 21 2/3 innings pitches. 4 earned runs for Zach Greinke. 12 and 6 in his career versus the Tigers when he are 2.74. Fastball has been great. And his secondary pitches have been established off that 2-seam fastball. Also will cut a fastball in against a left-handed batter.
Defensively, behind Greinke today, Mark Trumbo is in left. Mike Trout is in center. Torrey Hunter is in right field. The infield has Alberto Callaspo and Eric Ibar on the left side. Howie Kendrick and Kendrys Morales on the right side. And Chris Idenetta back behind the plate.
And the defense has been great of late. Mark Trumbo getting to start out in left field. 4 outfield assists. Just 1 error in that position this year. His 57th start in left field. Started 30 in right. He's played a number of positions for Mike Scioscia, but bottom line is getting that bat back in the lineup and the confidence back for Mark Trumbo.
Austin Jackson set to lead things off against Greinke, who works very quickly. Doesn't waste a whole lot of time. And the first one is out toward right center field. Trout was shading him that way. He will track it down for the first down of this afternoon's ball game.
Well, a good read off the bat. After just 1 pitch in, get a quick out, keep Austin Jackson off the base. That's why the Angels have been successful here in the series so far against the Tigers, keeping Jackson off the bases.
So 1 out. Nobody on base for Andy Dirks, the left fielder. He got the start there Friday night. Left-handed batter looks at a strike on the outside corner. Dirks went 0 for 4 in that game Friday. Greinke quickly ahead at 0-2.
Boy, that's a great pitch. A curveball at 70 miles an hour. And that's the thing with Greinke. He can change speeds off all his pitches. After a fastball first pitch at 92, throws a slow curveball. Dirk's way out in front. Now you have the option of going upstairs with a fastball or even throwing that hard slider down and in.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Greinke coming off the win against the Oakland Athletics, in which he allowed 1 run, 4 hits, and 7 innings of work. Had 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. Didn't miss by much. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking pitch, fouled off the left. Dirks is a guy as a left-handed batter that likes that pitch on the inside part of the plate.
You want to try to force him to hit the ball to left field. Change up away is a very effective pitch on him also.
Two-two. Breaking pitch, pull to the right side. Howie's got it. Trout's. Check out our Hyundai key to the game before Miguel Cabrera comes to the plate.
REO Speedwagon for you today, Victor. They'll keep pushing. You got to keep pushing the envelope here, playing outstanding defense, get that early established lead, and allow this pitching staff to continue to throw strikes and allow Mike Scioscia to utilize that very effective bullpen late in the game for him. Sure, Weaver played some long toss today after playing flat ground work yesterday, so the staff is coming together.
Cabrera swinging first pitch, loops one out to shallow right. Howie going out. Torrey calls him off in an easy 1-2-3 inning for Zach Greinke on 8 pitches as we head to the bottom of the first with no score. This bottom of the first with no score. Let's check out Mike Scioscia's starting 9 for this afternoon as Mike Travel lead things off and play center field. Torrey Hunter's in right. Albert Pujols serving as a DH once again. Kendrys Morales at first base. Howie Kendrick at second. It's Eric Ibar, the shortstop. Mark Trumbo back in the starting lineup in left field. Alberto Callasco getting the start at third base. And Chris Iannetta batting ninth, doing the catching as they take on the 28-year-old right-hander, native of Maracay in Venezuela. His name is Anibal Sanchez.
Sanchez fastball 89-94. Has a good slider, curveball, and a very good changeup. Throws a changeup quite a bit. 2-4 as a Tiger with an ERA 4.50.
"40 innings of work as a member of the Tigers for Sanchez. The first one is up and in. 55 hits, 21 strikeouts, and 11 walks. Got a no decision in his last start against Cleveland. No earned runs, and 8 hits and 6 innings of work. As Trout hits one out toward right center field. That ball is hit well. That one is gone. Leadoff big fly for Mike Trout. It is 1-0 Angels.
Talking about tremendous power. That's the other way and well out in right center field for Trout. His 4th career leadoff home run. Now 27 home runs from the leadoff spot this year. And 77 RBI. Well, he gets a fastball, outer part of the plate, and just a perfect swing. And no doubt about it, out of the ballpark. Again, an early lead for the Angels.
Here's Torrey Hunter, takes outside. It is 1 ball, no strikes. 27 home runs, 77 runs batted in for Mike. New club record for leadoff hitter is Torrey. Bounces this one over to third. And this is a repeat of last night. Leadoff home run, ground ball to third base.
Well, that baseball was crushed. That was a good play. Stands by a fan, too. Well out the right center field. Home run last night leading off to left center. This one to right center. You talk about power to all fields for Trout.
Justin Verlander got the start and the loss last night, going 6 innings, giving up 6 runs on 9 hits. As Albert steps in, the first one's way up and in. And it's 1 ball, no strikes.
Missed by a lot. You got Avila setting up away for a fastball, and this one goes up and in.
Breaking ball, misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. Albert last night 3 for 3 and a walk, a double and an RBI last night. A double his 41st. Has 94 runs batted in. This one a little dribbler foul up the third base side.
You see a lot of off-speed pitches from Sanchez. He has a good curveball. His changeup's great. Slider effective. They're all set up by his fastball command, and he's missed some spots with his fastball here in the first inning.
2-1 pitch. Breaking ball. That's hit toward the corner and left. Dirks is giving chase, and he will make the catch as he steps onto the warning track for the second out. Albert just down in front. So 2 outs now, bases clear for Kendrys.
Well, he was out just enough to keep that in the ballpark, but if he gets that pitch again, I guarantee you Albert's going to hit that one out.
Morales swings to the first pitch, bounces one to second, and Fonte has it. The inning comes to an end, but Mike Trout puts the Angels up with 1 swing of the bat. His 27th of the year. We've played 1 here at the Big A, 1-0 Angels.
At the top, 14-3, followed by the Brewers behind. They're back in the race in that wild card in the NL. But Mike Scioscia's club establishing early leads, getting great starting pitching. The defense has been there, and the bullpen very solid.
Halos up 1-0 as we start the top of the second. Prince Fielder lead things off. And the first one is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Fielder, Young, and Bosch for the Tigers here in the second inning. Prince last night went 0 for 2, had 2 walks. As the 1-0 pitch is a breaking ball that is cut on and missed, 1-1. And perhaps Fielder should have had his 26th home run and his 96th run batted in. A drive off the bat of Fielder was tracked down over the wall by Mike Trout. And that ended the ball game. What a way to end a game, too.
I can imagine been many times in baseball we lead off with a home run and then rob a home run to end the game. Mike Trout, well, every day we talk about him, there's something different, something more amazing.
That pitch missed inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pair of Former teammates facing each other. Zach Greinke and Prince Fielder, the Milwaukee Brewers. Fielder hitting .314 in his first season with the Tigers. 25 home runs, 96 runs batted in. The count is evened up now at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Greinke's 2-2 on the way. That's up and in. Full count now. It always seems as if Fielder is at or near a full count in every plate appearance.
For as hard as he swings, he's got a great eye. Doesn't chase many pitches out of the strike zone.
Saw a stat last night on Twitter that had Ryan Rayburn, I think, in 3 at-bats, saw 8 pitches. Prince Fielder in 2 at-bats had 26 pitches facing. That pitch just missed off the plate. It's a leadoff walk. So he is on board with Delmon Young, the DH, coming up. First walk issued by Zach.
Try to feel that cut fastball and catch the outside corner. He started a little bit too late around the plate.
Young, the DH, hitting .275 after going 0 for 3 last night. 17 home runs, 62 runs batted in. As the off-speed pitch misses low.
One thing this Tiger club does a lot of, that's it into double plays. 135, which leads the American League in that category.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Delmon's rolled into 15 double plays this year. Cabrera, the team leader, with 25. For the longest time, he's been the major league leader. Rounded into double plays. One. This one's pulled over to short. Ibar, Kendrick, Morales, 16 double plays at Delmon Young, who's hit into 2 outs.
Well, on cue, this one thing they do. They don't run a lot. So if you get a ground ball, you got a great chance of getting that double play. C.J. Wilson got a couple of them last night on the ground and 1 in the air. Nice play by Torrey Hunter.
Bases clear for Brennan Bosch, the right fielder. The Angels up 1-0. There's a strike. Vic Carapazza is calling the balls and strikes today. Carapazza was at first base yesterday. Remember, Jeff Kellogg was taken out of the ballgame after Torrey Hunter's foul ball hit him right in the mask. And they've replaced Kellogg on this crew with Angel Campos. Flown into the series as Bosch rolls a foul. It's an 0-2 count. Eric Cooper is acting as the crew chief. He's at first. Campos at second. And Tim Timmons, who filled in behind the plate last night, is over at third base.
For what we heard, Jeff Kellogg doing great. Got checked out. It was good to hear that.
Oh-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Down goes Bosch. The inning comes to an end. First strikeout for Greinke as we head to the bottom of the second. The Angels lead it 1-0. Kendrick, Eric Ibar, Mark Trumbo on a warm afternoon for baseball here. Good series between these two teams. Good pitching matchups the first two games. The first night did not disappoint. Scherzer and Santana. There's how he looks at a strike last night. C.J. Wilson did not disappoint. Justin Verlander, on the other hand, gave up 6 runs in his 6 innings.
Yes, C.J. was excellent last night.
Howie shows bunt, rolls it foul on the third base shot. And it's funny that we see Howie try to bunt here. We've been wondering why the Angels have not forced the issue more so with Miguel Cabrera at third base.
He's still dealing with that tender ankle also. And you have a pitcher on the mound that's not particularly quick to the plate, so you can steal bases.
Moves back now with an 0-2 count. Check swing bouncer to second. And Fonte retires Kendrick. And that's 4 in a row retired by Sanchez. He's giving up the leadoff home run to Trout. Hey, fans groups of 25 or more can enjoy Angels baseball all season long for as low as $8 per seat. To book your group outing today, just call 888-796-HALO or visit angels.com/groups. Eric Ibar steps up. He had a 1-for-4 game yesterday, extending his hitting streak to 8 games. His average up to 281, 7 home runs and 40 runs batted in. That pitch through the legs of Eric Ibar, which is kind of interesting.
Squares around to try to drag it, throws it right at him.
Yeah, I think that was a purpose pitch. Justin Verlander last night didn't have the opportunity to quote unquote retaliate or follow through on what he wished on Eric last year.
And then
he comes
inside again.
So it's 2 balls and no strikes.
Late stolen base too in the game. At that point though, it's only a 5-run lead at that point, but it is late.
Took something off and it's 2 balls and a strike. Something to watch as we continue on in this game. We've been without incident pretty much the entire season series between these two teams, although Verlander hadn't pitched until yesterday. This one's rolled foul up the third base line. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
They did a nice job as far as their approach against Verlander last night. Jumping on some early pitches. 6 extra base hits against Verlander. See that too often where you see him giving up 6 runs in just 6 innings pitched.
2-2, and that's looped over the glove of Omar Infante. Make that a 9-game hitting streak for Eric Ibar. A 1-out single here in the second.
And over his last 30 games, Ibar hitting .348 coming into that at bat. An all-speed pitch, just went down and got it just over the head of Infante for a base hit. Tried to time the leap, unable to make the play.
You know what? Credit Eric for that one. It looked like he shortened up a little bit, perhaps even anticipating or looking for a breaking ball there, as opposed to taking that back leg swing we've seen so often on that hard breaking pitch down and in.
Credit him, he's looking to see what kind of a pitch sequence. He had a 2-0 changeup he threw to him. He knows in a fastball count that Sanchez is going to throw something off speed.
We're going to check in on Ibar and make sure he stays close to the bag. 14 stolen bases this year. He's been caught 4 times. He's 3rd on the team in stolen bases. Trout is Sturis, and then Ibar. As Trumbo swings first pitch and lifts one out to center field. Austin Jackson going out to the warning track at the wall, leaps up, and he robs Trumbo of a home run. 2 outs. What a play by Austin Jackson as he timed his leap perfectly.
Well, we said both these center fielders can go back and get a baseball. And now back-to-back games, a center fielder has robbed a would-be home run. He's back. He's tracking it to the wall. Gets a feel for the wall is and leaps up and makes a great play. Taking a home run away from Mark Trumbo. Well over the wall.
And Trumbo's thinking to himself, what do I need to do?
Well, we were just saying in between innings, I said this is a pretty good matchup, Sanchez versus Trumbo, and he gets that baseball and crushes it, and Jackson takes it away from him. Boy, perfect timing on that leap.
Ibar at first, 2 outs. Callaspo with a 1-0 count. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Over 16 now for Mark Trumbo. There's a strike on the corner, 2-1. Sanchez, of course, coming over into trade with the Miami Marlins this year. He and Omar Infante coming over from the Fish. Sanchez originally a member of the Boston Red Sox organization. Which is cut on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He went from Boston to the Florida Marlins at that time. That was part of that big Josh Beckett trade that included Hanley Ramirez. Threw a no-hitter in his rookie season of 2006 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Callaspo fouls it back. Calvin remains at 2-2.
He's always had a pretty good fastball, but he at times seems reluctant to use that pitch. And that was at 95. A lot of change-ups and sliders and curveballs from him. I think there was about 49% of his pitches are fastballs, which is surprising.
Sorry, he's a guy, too, that works on the first base side of the rubber for a right-handed pitcher. And at times can fly open and becomes very readable as far as his arm slot. As Callaspo rips one out toward right field. Bosch is going back. This one is gone. A big fly for Alberto Callaspo. 3-0 Angels.
Boy, Callaspo putting it together. 313 in his last 20 games. It's a 2-run home run number 9. Now 44 RBI on the season. Fastball, middle part of the plate. No doubt you're going to get some extra carry during the day here at the Big A. Sanchez could have allowed 3 home runs already. The one for Austin Jackson in center field.
Here's Chris Iannetta, 2 outs, bases clear. He swings the first pitch and drives one out toward right field. Bosch is coming on, dives, and he makes the catch. And the inning comes to an end. 2 terrific catches by the Tigers outfielders, but the Angels scored 2 more on the Alberto Callaspo 2-run home run. We've played 2 at the Big A in the Halos with a 3-0 lead. Home runs. Leadoff home run by Mike Trout on the first, 2-run shot by Callaspo in the second. As Zach Greinke back to work here in the third to face the bottom third of the order in Peralta, Avila, and Infante. 1 strikeout, 1 walk allowed by Greinke. The first one is just below the knees for ball 1. Peralta got into the game yesterday after Miguel Cabrera was ejected between innings in the fourth. He was not in the starting lineup as Danny Worth got the start at shortstop. He did get a couple of at bats, went 0 for 2 as he rolls this one foul. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
And Peralta has quite a few at bats against Greinke throughout his career. 44 at bats, 10 hits, a .227 batting average against Greinke.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. .251 average for Peralta. 11 home runs, 57 runs batted in. These two have faced each other quite a bit, having Greinke been in Kansas City and Peralta prior to his time with the Tigers, with the Cleveland Indians. Two on the way. This one's pulled into left field, a base hit on a hanging breaking pitch. First base hit of the afternoon, and a second straight inning in which the Tigers have gotten their leadoff man on. We'll bring up the catcher, Avila.
Peralta continues to get hits against Angel pitching, a .303 career hitter. Took advantage of that mistake by Greinke, got it up in the strike zone. A breaking ball, was quick through it and based it in the left field.
Here's Avila, the catcher, did not play last night. Gerald Laird got the start behind the plate. But Avila was there Friday night, went 1 for 2 with a home run, his 8th of the year, drew 2 walks. Hitting .245 on the season, has 39 runs batted in. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Avila's the guy also that if you can get him to hit the ball on the ground to an infielder, should be a tailor-made double play. Angels have turned 1 already this afternoon. Took something off there. A little two-seam fastball, 1-1.
Another one of these hitters batting from the left side for the Tigers that look for the inner half of the plate. Though Avila has pretty good power in the left field, but that's a down and in type approach he has on a fastball in and down.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike on the corner, 1-2. The last start that Greinke had here at the Big A was on August the 30th against the Red Sox. 12-5 Angel win. Zach gave up 2 runs on 5 hits, 7 innings of work there. This is his 5th home start as a member of the Angels. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Johnny Peralta standing at first base with a leadoff single. 2-2. Avila slices it foul.
That's that one pitch he's pretty good on, and that fastball is down and in. He can hit the ball hard to left field or turn on that pitch. Greinke's liable to go back out with that little sinker, two-seamer away.
Another 2-2 from Greinke, off speed. Looked like he went around, and he did. Carapazzo rings him up. First down here in the 3rd.
Good curveball. Definitely crossed the plate. Pretty good sequence against Avila by Greinke. Force Avila to chase something out of the strike zone.
Omar Infante, the second baseman at the plate, and the breaking pitch is outside. We've seen Infante bat usually in that 2 spot of the order. Batting in the 9 hole today. Went 2 for 4 yesterday, a couple of singles, .255 average. This one fouled straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is game number 140 for the Angels. 76 and 63 mark. A win this afternoon here at the Big A would put them 10 games over 500 at home. Currently at 38 and 29. Check swing of the breaking pitch. Iannetta, as that ball trickled to his right. They wanted appeal. It doesn't look like Carapazza is going to give it to him. Maybe he is. And Eric Cooper says he did not go. It's 2-1.
I think you'll see with Greinke on the mound, a lot of check swings because he has a good curve on a hard slider, and he mixes in a cut fastball at the boot.
We've seen at times that Jim Leland is certainly not afraid to put the hit and run on. This is a hit and run count. Infante can handle the bat fairly well. Outfield playing shallow in center and right. Playing Infante the opposite way. Peralta doesn't go. This one's fouled off to the right. It's 2-2.
The reason why you do that, you stay away from a potential double play by having that movement.
Two. Breaking pitch in the air to left. Trumbo comes charging in, still coming on, makes the catch. 2 outs. The Lil Halo store, powered by Adidas, is now open at the Big A. Be sure to visit the Right Field Pavilion store and take advantage of great Adidas merchandise for your little ones. The Lil Halo store, open during all home games. For more information, just log on at angels.com. So 2 outs. The leadoff single by Peralta, still standing at first base, and Austin Jackson, the leadoff man, coming up. The first one's a strike. Jackson hit a fly ball at the shallow right center field on the very first pitch of the ball game. He's 0 for 1. This is sharply hit to second. Howie's got it. And he comes to an end. No runs ahead, 1 left out. We'll head to the bottom of the third with the Angels leading at 3-0. Three to nothing. Top of the order for the Angels, Trout, Hunter, and Pujols. Michael, the solo home run, leadoff shot in the first inning, his 27th of the year. As he looks at a fastball for a strike.
think Mike would like that fastball back there again. 93, but in a hittable zone. Now going to come with a changeup.
Fouls off the breaking pitch. 0-2 count. That's what he did in the first inning against Sanchez.
When you throw a pitch on the outer part of the plate, you could get a chance to get an out, but instead Trout drives it out to right center field for his 27th home run.
It's jammed there. Fights it foul. The count remains at 0-2. One-two on the way. Breaking pitch got him looking. A little backup breaking ball that locked up Trout. First strikeout for Sanchez. First down here in the third.
Saw Urban Santana throw a few of those in the first game this year. This backed up. Vila set up away for a slider, ended up backing up and catching the inside corner.
Torres 0 for 1 as he grounded out in the first inning. Swinging through the breaking ball. Fly ball to right. Brennan Bosch a couple of steps to his right. 2 outs. Aren't too many guys that have had a whole lot of experience against Anibal Sanchez. He's pitched his big league career prior to this season in the National League. Albert is now 2 for 13 in his career. Meiser Sturs 2 for 3. Now with Kendrick now 1 for 4. Ibar's now 2 for 4. Albert looks at a strike on a fastball. Pujols hit a fly ball into the left field corner that was tracked down by Dirks back in the first inning, so he's 0 for 1. An off-speed pitch. Just got a piece of it.
I'm trying to feed Pujols a steady diet of off-speed, whether slider, curve, or changeup. Spotting the fastball, but trying to get Albert out in front with something off-speed.
This one's lined toward the alley in left center field. It's a base hit. Jackson over to try to cut it off. Does so. Albert is going to try to go to second. A throw from Jackson, not in time, and that is double number 42 on the season for Pujols.
Amazing, even though with that calf issue, continues to get his doubles. Boy, he did a great job of tucking in his hands on that fastball inner half.
The one thing that we've noticed from Albert, too, is when in running with that whole calf issue, it's not been the sprinting, it's the slowing down, and then he's been timid on the slides. And that's a good sign right there. As Kendricks takes down and away.
A little better slide for him.
Yeah.
That's why you saw him go head first
in Oakland.
Yeah. On a slide to the plate to try to avoid that.
So man in scoring position for Kendricks as he takes a big rip. Comes up empty on the off-speed pitch, and it's 1-1. Morales grounded out to the second baseman Infante in the first. 4 hits this afternoon for the Angels, 3 extra base hits, 2 home runs and a double. Ibar had the single. Albert now with 497 career doubles. In the dirt, and it gets away from Avila, and Albert will just stroll over to third. Wild pitch by Sanchez, puts a man 90 feet away from bringing home the Angels' 4th run.
We're through that hard slider in the dirt. Third wild pitch for Sanchez.
Making his 8th start as a member of the Tigers. At 19 starts with the Fish, a 5-7 record, a 3.94 ERA for Miami. 2-1. Kendricks looks at a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fonte, the second baseman, out in shallow right field. Bosch playing Morales to pull in right field. Big alley in right center. Jackson playing him straight up. 2-2 on the way. Well, never foul. It goes off the leg.
This is a challenge for Kendricks to stay back on some slow pitches. A nice job in the first 2 games facing pitches with great fastballs. And Scherzer and Verlander and hit the ball hard to left center field.
Albert Pujols with a 2-out double and a wild pitch, putting him at third base. 2-2. Morales fouls it back. Another off-speed pitch.
He had a pretty good hack at that one because it was elevated. In the series against the Tigers, Morales has had 3 doubles and a triple amongst his 5 hits.
He had a 2-for-4 game last night with 2 doubles and an RBI. Another 2-2 from Sanchez. It's a fastball that just missed off the plate. Looked like Anibal thought that was going to be a called strike 3.
And you can see the velocity he can generate. That at 97. And just off the corner.
A full count with Kendrick on deck. Fastball got him looking on the inside corner. And the inning comes to an end. Angels leave a man at third base. We're through 3 and the Halos still up 3-0. Zach Greinke to face Dirks Cabrera in fielder, 2, 3, and 4. He's allowed 1 hit, and that was a leadoff single to Peralta in the third, but left him stranded there. Zach with a couple of strikeouts. 1 walk. Dirks a swing and a miss on a breaking pitch, and it is 0-1. He grounded out to Kendrick in the first inning, so he's 0 for 1. A little bit high. 2 balls and a strike. Dirks came in hitting .315 on the year with 5 home runs and 28 runs batted in.
Still trying to stay away on him. Change up, followed by a fastball there.
1-2. Miguel Cabrera is on deck. Two. Fouled off again.
No challenge, but a four-seam fastball.
Some scores that have some meaning as far as both of these teams are concerned. Yankees leading the Baltimore Orioles 10-3. That game is now in the top of the 8th. White Sox and the Royals 0-0 in the bottom of the 8th. As Dirks checked his swing, and he did not go, says Tim Timmons. A full count now. Jeremy Guthrie continues to throw the ball well for Kansas City. No Adam Dunn for the White Sox. He's got an oblique strain that he's dealing with. Markakis, broken thumb. He is done for the year. Mark Teixeira is going to have an MRI on Monday with his calf. 3-2. Dirks fouls it back.
When Markakis being out for the Orioles really hurts them. Great left-handed bat. Great defender, strong throwing arm from right field. The guy with some speed.
Tampa Bay shut out Texas today behind James Shields 6-0. Another 3-2. Dirks rips one to right. Chase near the wall. He'll climb it, but he's going to watch this one go over it. A leadoff home run for Dirks' 6th of the year, and it's a 3-1 Angels lead.
Got Dirks and that power in the inner half. Mistake when you go inside, he's quick and very strong. 6th home run. Wanted to go away, but that two-seamer ran in. And over the wall, giving the Tigers their first run here.
Here's Miguel Cabrera. He swung at the first pitch. And hit a fly ball to right in the first inning. So he's 0 for 1. Mentioned Cabrera being ejected last night of the 4th. Finishing the night going 0 for 2. He argued on a strike call by Tim Timmons. 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 1. Home run by Dirks, the second hit for the Tigers today. 3 straight innings. Leadoff man has reached against Zach. Walk to fielder, single to Peralta. Now the home run to Dirks. 2-1 pitch, breaking ball, looked foul into the seats. 2-2.
Fastball count, that ability to throw a slider in the strike zone for Greinke. Need to be able to do that against these power hitters, especially this part of the lineup with Cabrera and Fielder.
Two line to short. Ibar's got it. 1 out. That'll bring up Fielder. Drew a walk in his first plate appearance. Sinking fastball is down and away. Howie out in shallow right field. The modified shift. Torrey very deep in right field. 3 home runs hit already this afternoon. A warm September afternoon. Fielder fouls it off to left. Trout and Cayas before the Angels. Dirks for the Tigers. Good off-speed pitch, 1-2.
Great changeup. And Greinke's got good arm action on that pitch. As a hitter, you're reading and thinking fastball is coming. But that sink action turns over, circle changeup, and still able to make the hitter think it's a fastball.
1-2 pitch. And this one's looped out toward left center field. Trumbo's coming on, and he'll make the catch as he ends up diving for it. Ball hung up for him just long enough. 2 outs.
Talked about how fielder puts the ball in play. That's a pretty good swing by Prince. Trumbo coming in as the ball works his way back towards him off the left-handed bat. It's going to have that tail in action towards him. Able to track it down and slide and make the play.
So 2 outs, nobody on for Delmon Young. 3-1 Angels here in the 4th. Delmon looks at a strike. 0 for 1 today as he rolled into a 6-4-3 double play in the second. Halos in the bottom of the 4th inning of Kendrick, Ibar, and Trumbo coming up. Oh, 2 count. Swing and a miss.
Wow,
down goes Jug.
67.
3rd strikeout of the game for Greinke. The Tigers get on the board. The Angels lead at 3-1.
Loco, crazy you can taste. And by Southern California Toyota. Check out the full line of fuel-efficient vehicles at your Southern California Toyota dealer.
Halos up 3-1 as we start the bottom of the 4th. Now with Kendrick to lead things off against Anibal Sanchez, who's allowed 4 hits. 3 extra base hits. Zach Greinke picking up his 3rd strikeout of the game to end the 4th inning. Now he's swinging first pitch, comes up empty. He's 0 for 1 today as he grounded out to Omar Infante leading off the second.
What about that last pitch by Greinke? 67-mile-an-hour curveball. So difficult for a hitter to stay back and make any contact once you're moving forward.
Now he fouls this one off to the right. 0-2 count. Sanchez picked up his first 2 strikeouts of the game in the 3rd, both looking too. Backup breaking pitch got Trout to lead off the 3rd, and then Morales look at a fastball on the inside corner. Now he's swinging at all 3 pitches, comes up empty. Make that 3 strikeouts for Sanchez. 1 out here in the 4th. And we'll check out our AT&T trivia question for this afternoon. We're the only 5 American League leadoff hitters in the last 40 years to hit 30 or more home runs in a season. Trout hit his 27th today.
Back-to-back games. Left center, right center. Big flies.
Ibar takes a pitch in, shot it again. Sanchez throwing a fastball in off the plate.
That little cut fastball off the plate.
Cabrera in on the grass at third base. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Eric had a single. 2-strike breaking pitch that he looped over the head of Omar Infante and scored on the Callaspo home run.
Boy, another time trying to drag that bunt to the first base line and a pitch off the plate at Ibar from Sanchez. That's 3 times where Eric has squared around the bunt, and all 3 times threw a fastball in at him.
2 balls and 1 strike. Count evened up. Two pitch. Ibar takes down and away. Full count. Trumbo's on deck. Mark robbed of a home run by Austin Jackson in the 2nd inning. Nice play by the Tiger center fielder. Here comes the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on the breaking pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts. Make that 3 consecutive strikeouts for Sanchez. 2 outs.
All of a sudden, the last 2 innings with 4 strikeouts for him.
He hasn't been much of a strikeout pitcher in the American League. 21 strikeouts, 11 walks coming into today's start in just 40 innings of work. He's picked up 4 punch outs today. And he'll face Trumbo with 2 outs and the bases clear. Caught the inside corner, an off-speed pitch. Mark 0 for 1. Came in batting .269, 30 home runs and 83 runs batted in. 16 doubles and 3 triples. Oh-2 count. That's what Austin Jackson did to Trumbo in that 2nd inning.
Well, he timed that lead perfectly to be able to rob Trumbo of a home run. It would have been his 31st home run.
Oh-2 on the way. Dribbler on the left side. Sanchez barehands it, fires it first, fires it wildly. Trumbo broke towards second and then stopped, so he has to head back to the bag. Otherwise, could be subject to a tag. You see how they rule it. Looked like Sanchez had plenty of time there.
Yeah, almost had more time than he thought. Did a great job of getting off the mound quickly. Hit the ball well, used the bare hand, but then on the throw towards the runner. Tough play for a first baseman to reach for that ball as the runner's going down the line. And because he made that turn, that commitment towards second, he has to get back to the base before a fielder tags him, and he would be out if he didn't.
Infield base hit for Mark Trumbo. There's Callaspo, pulls this one, and fielder with a terrific diving play to the backhand. Robs Callaspo of his 2nd hit. We've played 4 and the Angels still up 3-1. Spencer, who are the only 5 American League leadoff hitters the last 40 years, did 30 or more home runs in a season. Brady Anderson back in '96, who's still with the Orioles working their front office. Nomar, Alfonso Soriano, Grady Sizemore, and Ian Kinsler.
Well, you would think Ricky Henderson would have been in there.
John with a leadoff home run in the first inning, his 27th of the year. We start this 5th inning. The Angels leading it 3-1. Brennan Bosch, the right fielder, steps in, shows bunt and bunts it foul.
That's the one thing Greinke is very good at, is fielding his position. He was in his great prime to be able to field that baseball if it stayed fair. Bounces off the mound exceptionally well. Allows his corner infielders to play a little bit further back.
Bosch, a strikeout victim in the second. He's 0 for 1. Going off the glove of Iannetta. 1 ball, 1 strike. Product of Harvard and Westlake, University of California. Reaches for this one. Hits one out to left center field. Trout moving over, makes a catch. There's out number 1. Let's check out the upcoming schedule for the Angels, because after today they will take on the Oakland Athletics for a 4-game series here. Beginning tomorrow night, Detroit heads off to take on the White Sox. The Angels then roll out for a weekend series in Kansas City, and then back home for a while. They don't go back out of the road till the 28th, and that's the last road trip of the year. 3 in Texas, 3 in Seattle to finish out on the road this year.
It's going to be fun baseball here in the end. All around baseball. I think about all the teams that are even involved in the wild card race, both leagues, the American League and the National League.
And wins important, obviously, against a division rival and against a team that's ahead of you in the wild card, but also for a potential play-in game. It matters as far as the venue is concerned. It doesn't mean the team's got the advantage and they go on to the playoffs. The team with a better record head-to-head, if the Angels and the Oakland A's were to tie for the second wild card berth, just for example, team with a better head-to-head record will host that game. Swing and a miss by Peralta, 1-2. Same could be said to the Angels and Tampa. Tampa obviously has won the season series. If they're tied after that last game in Seattle on Wednesday to end the year, the Angels have to fly to Tampa to play that game on Thursday.
Just to get into a 1-game wild card playoff.
Exactly.
What as Mike Scioscia had said the other day, it doesn't matter how you get there as long as you get there.
Traveling secretary's dream, I would imagine.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
They'll be real happy.
1-2 to Peralta. Breaking ball down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Peralta had a base hit to left field leading off the 3rd inning, so he's 1 for 1. This one's hit in the air toward right center field. Trout drifting to his left. Calls off Torrey. Trout's
when Greinke thought he made a mistake, he thought Peralta might have had a chance to get this one out here. Fastball was up. See the reaction. Greinke has a lot of confidence in his ability to hit his spots. He didn't feel he hit his spot there, but ball stayed in the yard and Trout ran it down.
2 up and 2 down to start this 5th inning. Alex Avila, the batter, the catcher, struck out in the 3rd. Swing and a miss here. Avila could not hold up on the breaking pitch in the dirt. 1 of 3 strikeouts for Zach. He's also walked 1. He's allowed 2 hits. Breaking ball just missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tigers with a run on 2 hits, no errors. They've left 1 man on base. The Angels 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and they've stranded 2. 1 each in the last 2 innings. The bottom of the fifth, the Halos will have 9, 1, and 2 coming up. Iannetta, Trout, and Hunter to face Anibal Sanchez, who's picked up the strikeouts over the last couple of innings.
He's been throwing the ball much better. That infield hit, the Trumbo, that was it. It's his first 2 innings. I have a Trumbo, though. He hits a ball that would have been a home run.
Right.
Next at bat hits a ground ball for an infield hit. It went about 15, 20 feet. They do say it evens out. I don't know about that. If you're Mark Trumbo, you'd rather take the other one than that little dribbler down the third baseline.
Breaking pitch in there, 2-2. It's a wacky game, baseball.
Yes. Yep.
Just when you think you've got it figured out, something sneaks up on you. Swing and a miss. Down goes Avila. Second time this afternoon. The Greinke's retired the side in order. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth with the Angels leading it 3-1. Bottom of the fifth inning. This is the pitch that got Avila. Terrific changeup down and away.
Boy, did a great job of Selman not keeping that front shoulder in. Changeup starts middle of the plate and runs into the right-hander's batter's box. Finish off last inning, the inning before against Delman Young with a 67-mile-an-hour curveball. That excellent changeup gets a swing and miss.
4 strikeouts for Greinke, 1 walk, 2 hits allowed. Anibal Sanchez facing Chris Iannetta to start this fifth inning. He fouls the first one back in the 2-1. Sanchez 4 strikeouts, no walks, 5 hits allowed, including 2 home runs. Chris hit a fly ball to right field. Little sinking liner that Brendan Bosch made a nice play on to end the second inning. So Chris is 0 for 1. This one's ripped foul down the line.
Sanchez has now allowed 10 home runs in 44 innings pitched in the American League.
Here's the 1-2. Check swing. Didn't matter. It's a called strike 3. There's the first out here in the fifth. Back-to-back games in which Mike Trout has hit a leadoff home run. This one into the Tigers bullpen. Off of Justin Verlander today against Sanchez into first, going the opposite way.
That's tremendous power down both fields.
Trout 1 for 2 today with that home run in the first inning. A strikeout in the third. Shows Button. That fastball's up and in. And You know, you and I have been around baseball a long time. I grew up in it, and very rarely are we surprised by things. You know, we're not big autograph seekers. We're not, you know, because we've been around it for so long. And last night I was still surprised. This was lofted into foul territory. The first base line fielder will make the catch. In that home run that Trout hit last night went into the Tigers bullpen. And my brother Mike is the bullpen coach for the Tigers. And as we were driving, there's Mike on the left there with the jacket on. And as we're driving home, he was staying at my house this weekend. He says, I got a surprise for Mattingly. Does she like Mike Trout? Mattingly's my daughter. And I said, yeah, it's her favorite player. I mean, just like most kids now, all of a sudden Angel fans love Mike Trout. All right, so we get home and hands a bag to my daughters. That's the ball that Mike Trout hit into the bullpen. So he was fine. He didn't get the ricochet, didn't hit him or anything. But once it stopped rolling, that's how fast my brother moves. He got the baseball so that he could give it to his niece.
That's a great little present.
Yeah, she slept with it last night.
Oh, I can imagine.
Just stoked.
And that's a long way out there in the Tigers bullpen.
I said, was it close to hitting you? And he said, no, there was, I think Valverde was next to him. He said, two guys. So he saw the guys bailing from that bullpen bench as Torrey rips one down the left field line, and that one is a fair ball. Rattles around in the corner, and it stays in the ballpark. And it's a double stand-up variety for Torrey Hunter, his 20th double of the year.
Boy, he was able to turn on that one and crush that down the left field, just keeping it fair. The baseball carried him off the wall and kind of rolled along the top of the wall. That short porch in left field. Just inside the line. But it stayed in play. It never went out of play.
Here's Albert. Swinging first pitch, pops it up. Avila coming back near the screen and makes the play. And the inning comes to an end. The Angels leave a man in scoring position. We've played 5 here at the Big A, and the Halos maintain a 3-1 lead.
Play. We talked about Mike Trout robbing 4 would-be home runs in Baltimore, well over the fence in Chicago. The same center field here at the Big A on the 11th of August. Then last night to end the game, robbing Prince Fielder of a home run. Leadoff home run, and then robbed the home run to end the game.
Zach Greinke back to work here in the 6th inning with the Angels up 3-1. Infante, Jackson, and Dirks for the Tigers here in the 6th. One ball, one strike. Fonte, the fly ball to left, his first time up. So he's 0 for 1. In the hole now at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
After that slow curveball at 73, then you have to deal with a 92-mile-an-hour fastball.
Two and 2. That game in Baltimore still in the 9th inning. 13-3 Yankees leading the Orioles. The other game that we're watching is the one in Chicago. No score, bottom of the 9th. The White Sox with 2 on and 1 out. Two. Broken bat passer right back to Greinke. Flips it over to Morales. 1 out.
Just like we said, he fields his position exceptionally well. It's one of those tough plays, too, as a pitcher, because you hear the back crack. You think it's hit a lot harder. Just be able to get down on the knees and be able to field that into the glove, and plenty of time to throw out in Fonte to get the leadoff batter.
The other game we're watching, too, is up at Safeco. No score in the 3rd inning. Seattle and Oakland. Tommy Malone going for the Athletics. Jason Vargas going for the M's.
I recall Vargas has some good numbers in his career versus Oakland.
Top of the order, and Austin Jackson at the plate. 0 for 2 today. A fly ball to center and a ground ball to second. First one's just off the plate. A 1-0 count. One pitch. That's up and in. 2-1. Four strikeouts, 1 walk for Zach. 79 pitches thrown so far, 51 strikes. Breaking pitch, and that's hit the left, a base hit. Second time today that we've seen that little breaking pitch up in the zone, pulled in left field. Jackson is on board with 1 out. On Saturday, the Angels Baseball Foundation is hosting their annual youth softball camp. Softball players get the chance to throw pitches in the bullpen, catch fly balls, take batting practice, meet Team USA members, and more. For more information and to register, just log on at angels.com/community. So Jackson is on at first. A 3-1 Angels lead here in the 6th inning, and Andy Dirk steps in. He homered the last time up. That was in the 4th inning. First one is down and in.
Dangerous spot there, or the miss with your fastball against Dirks.
6th home run of the year for Dirks, playing in his 67th game. Got to be cognizant of Jackson at first base. 11 stolen bases, but he's been caught 7 times this year, too. Good lead for him at first. And Zach falls behind at 2-0.
That's the guy when you want to go after right now, especially when you have Cabrera on deck. You want to be aware of Jackson at first, but with 1 out, you're still a ground ball away from a double play and ending the inning.
Quick throw to first, and Jackson gets back in there. Three 3-0. Zach a little preoccupied with Jackson over at first base. Dangerous hitter Miguel Cabrera on deck. The 3-0 pitch. Jackson goes. It's a strike to throw down for Mayanetta. Is in time. 2 outs.
What a throw. Chris Iannetta, who's been outstanding defensively of late. Like going on a 3-0 count. And a perfect throw and tag by Eric Ibar. 8th time now Jackson has been caught.
(3-1), fouled back, a full count.
You don't see that too often where a base runner is going to go on a 3-0 count, especially when you look on deck and you got Miguel Cabrera. You better make sure you make it there, but Greinke's quick to the plate. The catch and throw was perfect from Chris Iannetta.
Swing and a miss. The inning comes to an end as Iannetta may have forgotten how many outs there were. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. The Angels still on top. The Los Angeles Angels, they may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Halos up 3-1, bottom of the 6th. Morales, Kendrick, and Ibar to face Anibal Sanchez.
How crazy can an inning turn around when you're 3-0 to Andy Dirks? Jackson on first, he tries to steal, you throw him out, you come back, and you get the punch out.
It's like Sanchez has something in his eye. Kevin Rand, the trainer, is going to go out there along with Jim Leland. Angels getting 6 hits. They've had at least 1 hit in every inning thus far. Last 3 innings, they've had 2 out hits. A double by Pujols with 2 outs in the 3rd. He was stranded at third base. 2-out single by Trumbo. He was stranded at first. And a 2-out double by Hunter in the 5th. And he was stranded at second.
If it was a contact or something in the eye for Sanchez.
So Sanchez ready to go. 5 strikeouts for him, no walks. He's thrown 68 pitches, 49 have been strikes. Kendricks today 0 for 2, a ground ball to second and a strikeout. 1 ball, no strikes. Two and 0.
Couple off-speed pitches to Kendricks now in a fastball count. Could look for a zone here. On the inner half and see if he can turn on it.
Loops this one out toward right center field. Bosch was playing deep, comes charging in, and makes the catch for the first out here in the 6th. And we'll go back and check out our Hyundai key to the game.
Boy, keep pushing, especially with the early lead established by the Angels 3-1, but then a home run by Andy Dirks in the 4th in a 3-1 game. You have to establish a little bit bigger lead, keep pushing the envelope, get guys on base, and try to steal some bags against Sanchez to be able to expand this lead, especially with that middle part of the order coming up for the Tigers.
First one to Kendrick as a strike on the inside corner. Howie today's 0 for 2. The ground down at a strikeout. This is the second career start for Sanchez against the Angels. That's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Halos were in Florida last year. Sanchez pitched in that game with 7 innings. Gave up a run on 8 hits. Struck out 8. But got a no decision. 1-2.
What he does well, he pitches inside, off the plate at times, and make sure you're not comfortable looking out over the plate against him.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Way inside, full count. I like that sequence right there. You've got a guy looking out over the plate because that's where you've gotten him the first 2 at-bats, and you've thrown him a couple of pitches, and you come back inside on a 2-2 fastball.
Now you've opened up the outer part of the plate, or you can go right back inside.
Howie just gets a piece of it. Took something off, and they've gotten a piece of Vic Carapazza, the home plate umpire.
We've seen out of the Tigers pitches, they will throw that changeup in against right-handed batters.
Yep.
Scherzer did it. Verlander will do it. You know, Sanchez, the same thing. It's a dangerous pitch. If you miss location, it's going to be crushed. But if you get that, work it in and go down and in, very difficult to keep fair.
3-2 again. That's a bouncer back toward the middle. Peralta to his left has it. Throws on the first out of time. An infield base hit. Well, Howie's on board with an out here in the 6th. And Sanchez made his pitch.
He's able to get in on Howie. Jammed him, but once it gets by the mound, difficult play for Peralta. Did a nice job of covering the ground, but unable to make a strong enough throw to get Howie. It's definitely a spot for Mike Scioscia where he likes to put some action on here with Ibar's ability to handle the bat. And Howie, with his speed, 12 stolen bases this year.
He's 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored in the 2nd. 9-game hitting streak for him now. A game in Baltimore now final. 13-3 Yankees defeat the Orioles. Still scoreless in Seattle. As Ibar lifts this one out toward left center field. Austin Jackson tracking it. Makes a catch. So Eric goes swinging at the first pitch. And Howie ends up back at first with 2 outs now, and Trumbo coming to the plate. The White Sox had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out. And they hit into an inning-ending double play, so they're playing free baseball in Chicago. Here it's 3-1 Angels, bottom of the 6th. 2 outs and man at first. Trumbo at the plate. 1 for 2. Robbed of a home run in the 2nd inning, an infield base hit in the 4th. And that snapped an 0 for 16.
Did Baltimore and New York split that 4-game series? And now Baltimore goes to play the Rays.
First one to Trumbo. That's in there. Let's look at the standings. As of right now, that includes that Tampa Bay victory, the shutout over Texas, and Baltimore's loss. As Trumbo chases the pitch down to the dirt. 0-2 count.
Cut fastball first pitch, slider to second pitch.
Pitch out, nothing's happening. 1-2.
Not a bad idea for Jim Leyland, especially 0-2. Most times as a base runner, you're thinking he's going to bounce a breaking ball when you're ahead of the count.
One-two, bounced over to second. Infante has it. Trumbo's the third out here, the sixth. We'll head to the seventh. 3, 4, and 5 coming up for the Tigers with the Angels still on top.
Memphis Barbecue Burger with pulled pork on a cheeseburger. New at Carl's Jr. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T Rethink Possible. And by Dodge.
Halos up 3-1 here as we start the top of the seventh. Peter Borges takes over in center field. Mike Trout moves over to left. So Trout, Borges, Hunter in the outfield from left to right. Miguel Cabrera, Prince Fielder, Delman Young. Due up for the Tigers here against Zach Greinke in the seventh inning. The first fastball is just below the knees. 1 ball, no strikes. Cabrera today is 0 for 2. A fly ball to right and a soft liner to short. One ball, one strike. Borges, by the way, goes into the spot previously occupied by Mark Trumbo, who finishes this afternoon 1 for 3. One pitch. Well, he tied him up nicely there, 1-2.
Boy, fastball away in the corner at 93. Fastball inside with sink action at 93. Now you go right back in with another fastball or that big slow curveball.
Inetta set up outside, and he got him swinging on a high fastball. Down goes Cabrera. There's the first out here in the seventh.
That's a great sequence by Greinke. It's the reason why he's won a Cy Young in his career. He has that ability to hit spots, go up the ladder, get a fastball by a fastball hitter. Four-seamer. A great spot on that one also.
Here's Fielder. Pretty good pitch, just missed. 1-0. Fielder drew a walk into second and he hit that fly ball to Trumbo in the fourth. He's 0 for 1. Two balls and no strikes. Greinke's allowed 3 hits today. A single to Peralta in the third, the home run to Dirks in the fourth, a single to Austin Jackson in the sixth. Here's a fastball for a strike, 2-1.
He's committed to going away against Fielder. Fastball just missed the corner curveball just off the corner now. Fastball again. Hits the spot. Cut fastball on the outside corner.
This one's hit well out toward right center field. Borges and Hunter back near the wall, and Borges makes the catch for out number 2. Fielder just got underneath that one. A towering shot.
Boy, that cut fastball got too much of the plate. Fortunate enough, got underneath it, didn't quite catch it. Borges back to the wall. We get back there and make the play. A lot of coverage in this outfield for the Angels with Borges in center, Trout in left, and Hunter in right.
No question, defensively, the best defensive outfield that the Angels can run out there.
No question.
1-0 pitch to Dalman Young. Breaking ball, and that's pulled toward the hole. Backhanded by Ibar. The throw to first, and Morales can't dig it out, as Young will advance to second. Error by Ibar, his 12th of the year, puts a man in scoring position.
Boy, that would have made this crowd go crazy. That was a great play by Ibar in the outfield grass, about 5 steps into the outfield grass. Long throw, and that tough short hop. Very difficult for a first baseman to be able to pick. And just by him. Morales made that great pick in this series that helped preserve the victory, game 1.
Bosch swings and misses on the first one. It's 0-1. Dalman Young gets credit for a base hit and an error on Eric Ibar. So 4 hits allowed by Greinke. Bosch today's 0 for 2. A strikeout and a fly ball to center field. Good off-speed pitch, swung on and missed, and Young will advance on the wild pitch.
It's an excellent changeup. Like tough pitch, changeup circle, changeup spins in the dirt.
Halos have action in their bullpen. Kevin Jepson and Nick Mirande, the righty and the lefty. Next pitch for Zach, 100th of this game. 6 strikeouts today. He's got a man standing at third base. He'll work from the full windup here on Bosch. Ahead of the count at 0-2. This one looped down the line. That's a fair ball into the corner. So the error by Eric Ibar comes back to haunt. It's a 1-run game. 3-2 Angels as Bosch picks up his 21st double.
Well, Greinke tried to go upstairs with the fastball, but it was down, and Bosch was able to serve that in the left field down the line for an RBI double, his 52nd RBI.
Mike Butcher's going to come out.
The thing is, when you go away against a left-handed batter, if you're a right-handed pitcher, you either have to try to sink it or you go above the letters, because anything around belt high becomes a very hittable pitch, and that's what Bosch was able to do and serve that in the left field.
Look at that GoPro bullpen cam. Jepson on the left, Mirande on the right. And what it does, that error by Eric Ibar, instead of getting the Angels out of the inning, it kind of gets that lineup turned over again to where you will more than likely have to face Cabrera and or Fielder another time in this game. Peralta swinging and missing. Actually got a piece of it. It's an 0-1 count. Those are little things that kind of creep up. Yeah, how big of a play that was.
Yeah, you want to avoid Cabrera and Fielders, especially late in the game. Both those guys have tremendous eyes. They hit for an average. They have power.
Peralta's 1 for 2 with a single and a fly ball to center. Bosch over at second base. In the dirt. 1-1. RBI for Bosch, his 52nd of the year. Still 2 outs here in the 7th. 2-1.
More likely the last batter for Greinke here. See if he can fight his way through and get the last out.
Evens the count up. Two. Swing and a miss. Jack goes Peralta. The inning comes to an end. The Tigers do get a run as we hit 7th inning stretch time here. The Angels up 3-2.
Game summary. Mike Trout got it started once again today. Leadoff home run. Alberto Callaspo, a 2-run home run. In the Halos, a 3-0 lead. Zach Greinke's been dealing. Had a great change of his fastball. Has been outstanding in a fastball by Cabrera. Then a big curveball to finish off the 7th against Peralta. 7 strikeouts in 7 innings for Zach Greinke, who's been outstanding once again. There's 2 runs allowed, 5 hits. Close game once again against the Tigers, though, 3-2.
Angels looking for some insurance here in the 7th inning and beyond. Greinke more than likely done after 105 pitches. It's Callaspo, Iannetta, Trout. 8-9-1 for the Halos against Anibal Sanchez. And the first one is in for a strike. Callaspo, a 2-run home run in the 2nd. That was his 9th of the year. And then he grounded out to fielder in the 4th. He made a terrific diving play to the backhand side. That ended that 4th inning. 1 for 2 afternoon. Ball and 2 strikes. A game in Chicago, still in the 10th inning, but the Royals lead the White Sox 2-0. Going to the bottom of the 10th inning.
And so often you see that you have bases loaded, bottom of the 9th, a chance to win. You do not succeed, and your opponent comes right back and scores.
This one looped out to center. Austin Jackson puts it away, 1 out. The game in Seattle still scoreless in the 5th inning. Good pitching matchup there between Malone and Vargas.
2 lefties that spot the fastball well, good changeups. That means we will not see Malone here in this series against the A's, coming in for 4 games.
Chris Iannetta swings the first pitch, fouls it off to the right. It's 0-1. Chris is 0 for 2 today with a fly ball to right and a strikeout. Off speed, rolled foul. This one right to Trout in the on deck circle area, because the on deck circle is about 20 feet behind him.
Yeah, slightly away from him.
Slightly in the vicinity. It's close enough. A ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. 2-2.
Sanchez had a good fastball today. He's had one at 98, some 97, that one at 96.
91 pitches thrown by Sanchez. Breaking pitch rolled over to third. Cabrera has it. 2 outs. You can still subscribe to MLB.tv today. You can take advantage of the new low pricing to see every remaining Angels out of market games live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Just log on at Angels.com to order. Get more details. So 2 outs. Nobody on for Mike Trout. 1 for 3 today. Home run in the 1st, a strikeout in the 3rd, and popped out into foul territory in the 5th. Looks at a fastball for a strike. Seven hits this afternoon for the Angels, at least 1 in every inning. Lays off. 1-1.
I think he's starting to track that fastball now. I wonder if Sanchez will throw another.
Two balls and a strike. They play Jackson and Bosch in center and right respectively, the opposite way against Trout. Big alley in left center field. 2-1. Breaking ball is in there. 2-2.
Sanchez doesn't waste a lot of time in between pitches.
No.
Stays right on that pitching rubber. Certainly has done a nice job.
Both guys today. Greinke too. Doesn't waste a whole lot of time. 2-2 pitch. Downstairs with a fastball. And it's a full count.
Nice big pitch for Trout, getting on base. Certainly would like to see him try to steal a bag, get in a scoring position right away for Torrey Hunter. Doubled his last at bat.
3-2 on the way. And he got him to chase that pitch. The inning comes to an end. First time today that Sanchez has retired the side in order. 7 in the books, 3-2 Angels.
The new wireless receiver from AT&T Uverse. Visit AT&T.com/free your TV. Rethink possible. By CarMax. Start the search for your next car at CarMax. CarMax. Start here. And by Hawaiian Gardens Casino. Get your game on.
Top of the 8th inning here at the Big A. The Angels with a 1-run lead as Mike Scioscia turns the ball over to Kevin Jepsen. Jepsen here in the 8th will be facing 8, 9, and 1. Avila, Infante, and Jackson pitching in his 38th game. 3-2 record at a 3.06 ERA. Second time in the series in which Jepsen has pitched. Pitched Friday night when 1 inning, had 1 hit allowed and 1 strikeout. The hit that Jepsen allowed was a 2-out single to Miguel Cabrera in the 8th. Alex Avila, the catcher, twice striking out today against Zach Greinke. He's 0 for 2. First one from Kevin. Way upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Greinke today, 105 pitches, 7 innings of work, 2 runs, both earned. 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 5 hits allowed. Included a home run by Andy Dirks. Jepsen comes in and falls behind here. 2 balls and no strikes.
And one thing you don't want to do if you're Kevin Jepsen, your stuff is outstanding. Your fastball, 95 to 98. Cut fastball has been very good, as has your slider.
Three balls and no strikes. Nowhere near the strike zone as of yet for Jepsen. Omar Infante is on deck. And that's a 4-pitch walk to the catcher of Avila, who had struck out twice today. The leadoff man is on board.
His
last 11 games, the bullpen has been outstanding. Didn't throw in a lot of strikes.
Quentin Berry will take over as a pinch runner now at first base, representing the tying run. That's why you can't gift base runners late in the ball game. Get yourself into trouble. Berry with very good speed.
19 stolen bases in 19 attempts.
Yep. He's not been caught stealing. And Infante will be the batter.
I'm dealing with Infante, who can make good contact himself. So it gives Leland some options. You square around the bunt. You try to let Berry try to steal early in the count.
Infante's 0 for 2 with a fly ball to left. It come back into the mound that Greinke made a nice play on in the 6th. Cayasco playing in at third base. Top of the order, and Austin Jackson on deck.
And that's by design to see if Infante is going to square around to sacrifice.
Shows bunt, takes outside. So Jepsen has thrown 5 pitches here in the 8th inning. Has not thrown a strike as of yet. Morande up again. Frieri starting to loosen as well. bunted foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. And these are those instances, as we've talked about, especially as a home team, up by a run. The team is wanting to give you an out.
You take the out, especially when if you're Kevin Jepsen, because you have strikeout stuff.
Infante with the Tigers, just 2 sacrifice bunts, 6 overall on the season. Long look down at Gene Lamont, the third base coach.
This almost has the appearance as if Berry's going to try to steal here now.
Pretty good lead for him at first. Berry came into the game as a pinch runner in the 9th inning in Friday night's game and stole a base. Similar situation as Dalvin Young reached to lead off that 9th inning, and the throw was in time, but Ibar just could not hang on to it. So that's why Berry picked up his 19th stolen base. It's a 1-hop throw to the bag. 1-1 outside, 2 balls and a strike.
And take the out.
7 pitches now, 6 balls for Jepsen. And now you've got a hit and run count with a guy that handles the bat pretty well. Two-one. Bunted on the first base side. Morales will pick it up and apply the tag. So the sacrifice works as Berry advances to second. The first out is recorded. Nice job, too, by Kendry, seeing that baseball hugging the line there just to get it in fair territory, apply the out, don't let that ball roll.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see a fielder let it roll foul, but you're going to take the out here. You're at home. You're up by a run. You're going to take that out.
Austin Jackson will step up with the tying run in scoring position, and Berry with his good speed.
To vary your look back to second now if you're Jepsen.
0-1 count. Jackson, the center fielder, 1 for 3. He had a single in the 6th inning that was thrown out trying to steal. So the fly ball to center, and he's grounded out the other 2 times up. The single that he picked up in the 6th inning was on a hanging breaking pitch from Zach. Base hit to left. Now he's trying to keep Berry close to the bag as Jackson lays off. 1 ball, 1 strike.
What do we mean by varying looks back there? You look one time just once, next time you do 3 times. Just never give a base runner a good idea when to be able to try to steal a base against you.
1-1 pitch. Jackson lifts this one out to shallow center field. Borges coming on, makes the backhanded catch for the 2nd out of the inning.
That's an outstanding play. A long way to go. Borges is exceptionally fast. This ball looked like it was for sure going to fall in. He's playing him to right center field and deep. Great coverage. Huge play by Borges.
So with 2 outs and Dirk's coming up, Mike Scioscia is going to pull Jepsen, it appears, and go with Nick Miranda. No, he's going to go with Frieri. Frieri's getting the call here. So a pitching change with 2 outs in the 8th. The Angels up 3-2. as Ernesto Frieri takes over for Kevin Jepson with 2 outs here in the 8th inning. A 3-2 Angels lead. And Ernesto comes on to face the left-hand hitting Andy Dirks.
Ernesto 3-0 with an ERA just over 2. 17 saves. On here for a potential 4-out save for Mike Scioscia. 72 punch-outs in 44 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's a member of the Angels.
Andy Dirks today, 1 for 3, a ground out, a home run, and a strikeout. Quentin Berry, the base runner at second base, representing the tying run. He is the property of Kevin Jepson. Ernesto's first one, swinging a miss at 94 miles per hour, and it's 0-1. Frieri pitched Friday night, pitched the 9th inning. And 2 strikeouts and a hit allowed. Picked up the win in relief. Down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Way overthrew that fastball. He's got a great one.
Frieri did not face Dirks in Friday night's game. Jepson did. Jepson got him to ground out. 2-1. Angels with a run in the first, courtesy of the Trout home run, 2 in the second, the Cayasua 2-run home run. Tigers with solo runs in the 4th and 7th. Big lead for Berry at second base. 2-1 pitch. Dirks a swing and a miss. That pitch on the inside part of the plate, or at least middle half in. Very dangerous. 2-2. Now we've seen Ernesto run it up there at 95, 96, 97 on occasion. The last couple have been at 93, so maybe just enough off. As Dirks is really geared up.
And you want to run this one away now.
2-2. Foul back. That one at 95. Two again. Dirks a swing and a miss. Down he goes. The inning comes to an end. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. The Angels still up 3-2.
game set against the Oakland A's. Jared Parker, 9-8. Solid ERA, 3.67 going against Dan Herron, who evened up his mark with his second straight win at 10-10 with a mid-4s ERA. Parker, very good fastball. That's another solid pitching matchup as these two teams who just battled the other day in Oakland, in which the Angels won all three. This should be a lot of fun, that series.
Quentin Berry stays in the ballgame. He is out in left field, and it's Gerald Laird back behind the plate. So Laird takes over the spot vacated by Andy Dirks, who just struck out to finish off the 8th inning. And here at the bottom of the 8th inning, the Angels will be facing a new pitcher. They send up Hunter, Pujols, and Morales coming up to face Villarreal, who's got a terrific arm. 43rd game for Brian. 3-4 record, a 2.11 ERA.
He's got a great fastball, 94 to 97. Also will throw a slider. .59 strikeouts and 47 innings pitched.
Anibal Sanchez went 7 innings today. Allowed 7 hits, 2 home runs. Struck out 6 and walked none as Torrey takes down low. 1 ball, no strikes. Torrey today 1 for 3. Had a double in the 5th inning. His 20th of the year. Two balls and no strikes.
Well, if there's ever a time you want to get some insurance, that would be now if you're the Angels. To deal with Cabrera and Fielder in the top of the 9th.
Three balls and no strikes. Villarreal, 25-year-old native of Venezuela. Got into 16 games last year for the Tigers. Gene Lamont on the phone. Pujols on deck. 3-0 on the way. And he walked him on 4 pitches. Leadoff man is on for the Angels. Pitching coach Jeff Jones is going to come out. Al Albuquerque warming up now. They've got some power arms in that bullpen for the Tigers. They've thrown the ball well this year too. 3.53 ERA, 20-20 record out of the pen.
And real deep down there as far as having that ability to get a strikeout out of their bullpen. Villarreal's not real quick to the plate. He's allowed 8 stolen bases, 9 attempts. Now you have a pitcher to 4 wide ones in a row. Now if you're Albert, you're looking for that grooved fastball right now to try to establish a strike.
Albert today 1 for 3, had a double in the 3rd inning off of Sanchez. Career double number 497. Torrey with a good lead at first base.
Also keep in mind 8 wild pitches for Villarreal, so he overthrows his slider.
One ball, no strikes. That's 5 wide ones now thrown by Villarreal. Kendrys Morales is on deck. 2-0. Torrey Hunter with a leadoff walk, 4 pitches. He stands at first, and Albert ahead of the count at 2-0. Tigers today with a couple of runs on 5 hits. They've stranded 3. The Angels 3 runs on 7 hits. They've committed 1 error. 4 men left on base. 2-0 pitch. Taking the whole way. 2-1. The old, as we said last night with Verlander, they get it over. 97-mile-per-hour fastball for a strike. Took something off.
Just to make sure he threw that one for a strike. Pujols would like to get that fastball again, though. It's the middle part of the plate. He's got power to that side.
Two and 2. Greg Albert was taken the whole way there as well.
And the pitcher throws about 86 to 87% of his pitches are fastballs.
Two. Fastball downstairs, a full count at 99.
At 97, 98, and 99. I believe Torrey's going to be going here now.
A full count with nobody out. Torrey takes off. Found that one straight back.
Good swing at that 99-mile-an-hour fastball from Pujols.
Hunter heads back over to first. Quick throw, a quick tag, 2 by Fielder.
Real quick with the footwork. Good arm angle to make the quick throw, too, from Villarreal over to Fielder.
Torrey takes off again to 3-2, fouled back yet again. So the fastball, this one a little bit further away from Albert, but still at 99.
A lot of room to right center field, too. If you're throwing a fastball away like that, Albert can hit one to right center field. He may potentially score. Hunter from first as he's on the move here.
Torrey doesn't go, and this one's popped up. Middle part of the infield. Fielder calls for it. 1 out. Torrey looks like he's talking to Eric Cooper at first base. And he's wondering whether or not that Villarreal ever came set. Maybe quick pitch, and that's why Hunter stayed at first. So 1 out here in the 8th, and that'll bring up Kendricks.
Yeah, you have to come to a stop if you're a pitcher out of the stretch.
Morales today's 0 for 3. Ground out, a strikeout, and a fly ball to right. One thing we've noticed playing the Tigers this year, their corner outfielders, regardless who's out there, really play the corners more so than a straight up outfield. You got Austin Jackson out at center field, could cover some ground. Looks like they tried to take away the corners as much as possible. As Morales looks at a strike.
It's all the trust in Jackson to be able to cover both right center and left center. You see him make a great play to center field against Trumbo, robbing of a home run back in the 2nd inning. It's a good matchup, though, for Morales. Doesn't have to worry about necessarily all speed pitches here. Kendrick's a very good fastball hitter.
0-2 count. See 2 fastballs, 2 called strikes. Three-two Angels here in the 8th with 1 out. Hunter standing at first. Laird set up outside. Villarreal a little step off. Tigers in the 9th inning will have Cabrera, Fielder, and Young. 3, 4, and 5 due up for them. Frieri came on in the 8th inning and struck out Andy Dirks to finish off that frame. Kevin Jepson went 2/3 of an inning today. Long pause there. Now a step off. Oh, 2, and he got him with a fastball. 3 fastballs, 2 looking, 1 swinging, 2 outs.
This is a perfect fastball from Real right on the outside part of the plate at 99 with movement, late movement. The first 2 pitches, surprised that Kendricks took those 2.
So Torrey still over at first. Howie Kendrick at the plate. He's 1 for 3, singled in the 6th inning. Infield hit for Howie. 2 for 11 in the series now. Shoots this one over to second. Infante corrals it on the 1 bounce. And the inning comes to an end. We will head to the 9th. The Angels leading it by the score of 3-2. Frieri completing his warm-up pitches. He'll be facing 3, 4, and 5 for the Tigers, so he'll have to deal with the 2 big boys in Miguel Cabrera and Prince Fielder, followed by Delman Young, the DH. Nobody's warming up in the Angels' pen, so it's Ernesto's to finish off. I mentioned that he got that strikeout in the 8th inning to finish off Andy Dirks. And now we'll get to work here in the 9th as the Angels look for their 6th consecutive victory. Trying to keep pace and gain ground at the same time. The American League wild card, as well as the American League West. Texas got shut out today. Cabrera 0 for 3 today. A fly to right, a line out to short, and a strikeout in the 7th. Zach Greinke went 7 innings this afternoon, allowed 2 runs on 5 hits. First one on the way. Took, a little bit off there, and it's an 0-1 count.
Seen a couple of those 93-mile-an-hour fastballs to start a count.
This one's fouled off the right. Ernesto ahead of the count at 0-2. Halos will stay home and take on the Oakland Athletics beginning tomorrow, a 4-game series. Wraps up the homestand. 3 night games, then a day game on Thursday afternoon. The 0-2 pitch. This one's lined toward the corner, but slicing foul and out of play. A game in Seattle. Oakland leads the Mariners 3-2. They just finished the bottom of the 6th. They start the 7th with Oakland up by a run. Texas lost 6-0. Baltimore lost 13-3. White Sox lost in extra innings 2-1. Another 0-2 from Ernesto, and that one's fouled back.
That's a pretty good spot on that one at 96. It was worth to go a little bit further off the plate and down against Cabrera here. See if we get him the chase.
Inetta setting up outside. That fastball is upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outfield for the Angels, Borges and Hunter. Shading Cabrera the opposite way, Torrey deep and right. Trout straight up and left. Morales off the line at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cabrera leading off this 9th inning. The Angels clinging to a 1-run lead. See where Inetta set up. Breaking pitch fouled off.
Well, he was setting up almost in the left-hander's batter's box to make sure that pitch was off the plate.
Good battle here between Cabrera and Frieri. This one's fouled back.
The fastball had some running action in on Cabrera.
13 pitches thrown by Ernesto. 10 have been strikes. Fielder hanging out of the on-deck circle. Delman Young after him. Two balls, 2 strikes. Stayed away from him. Two balls and 2 strikes. The Angels looking for their first out here in the 9th. The pitch outside, full count. Payoff pitch to Cabrera, and he walked him. Leadoff man is on board after he got ahead at 0-2. So Cabrera representing the tying run reaches. Here comes a pinch runner for him as Prince Fielder will step to the plate. That's Garcia pinch running for Cabrera.
Couldn't get him to chase any of those pitches off the plate. Got off a tough slider when he had 2 strikes on him, then tried to go upstairs, and then a couple more fastballs away and down.
And Garcia's got pretty decent speed for a big guy. Stands at first. Prince Fielder will step to the plate. Fielder has walked, hit a fly ball to left, and a fly ball to center field.
Fielder's hit into 18 double plays.
Ibar near the bag at second base. See Shade Fielder to pull. Callaspo off the line at third. First one to Fielder. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Fielder with 25 home runs, 95 runs batted in. Short lead for Garcia at first base. Missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. A commanded issue for Frieri here. Trying to navigate through the middle part of this order for the Tigers after walking Cabrera and now facing Fielder. Delmon Young is the man on deck.
Both these power hitters, both Cabrera and Fielder, are patient. They don't chase many pitches out of the strike zone, and Frieri's trying to get both of them to do so.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Fielder fouls it off the left, 2-2. Frieri comes set. Garcia at first, a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Fielder. There's the first out here in the ninth.
Well, went a fastball, and that one is in the inner half and down and by Fielder. Scary spot to throw against Fielder, but he got it by him at 95. A deception, tough to pick up if you're Fielder and by him.
Here's Delmon Young with 1 out and a man at first. Young today, a double play ball, a strikeout, a single, and a run scored. Young with 17 home runs and 62 runs batted in. 2 for 10 in this series. Here's the first one. Fouled back. Elevated fastball there. It's an 0-1 count. No one. Boy, Janma with a fastball up and in, 0-2. Elevating some pitches here. But that last one running it in on the hands of Delmon. Garcia is the pinch runner at first base. 0-2 pitch. Almost got him to chase. 1-2.
Good miss there for Ernesto. That's what you want to do. 0-2, just about a baseball or so off the outside corner. Now for Delmon Young, you go, is he going to go back in with a fastball? Is he going away? And with that velocity that Ernesto has on, he has a chance maybe to get it by him.
It's a pretty good hack right there by Young. On a fastball. 25 pitches thrown by Friere, 16 strikes, 9 balls. He has 2 strikeouts and a walk thus far. It's Brennan Bosch on deck. Ernesto very patient, looking in for the sign. He's not trying to hurry himself. And now shaking off on Iannetta. Young making sure there's no perspiration there. Angels clinging to a 1-run lead here in the ninth. Trying to sweep the Detroit Tigers. Tying run at first base. Here's the 1-2. Popped up foul and out of play on the first base side.
He ran another fastball in on him.
Another 1-2, and this one's fouled back again. A lot of fastballs already for Friere in this at bat against Delmon Young. Why not?
And he threw a good one to Cabrera that he just fouled off.
Yeah. So maybe perhaps a little breaking pitch, that little slider of his. Iannetta set up outside. Perhaps this is going to be it. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Young. 2 outs.
What a great location on that pitch. You can afford to do so when you got ahead of the count. You got a hitter up there in defense mode trying to foul off some tough fastballs and expand the zone with a nasty slider. And you get the big swing and miss. Second out of the inning.
So 2 outs. Garcia still at first base, the pinch runner. And Brennan Bosch will be the batter. Bosch 1 for 3, a strikeout in the second, a fly ball to center in the 5th, doubled home, a run in the 7th inning. The double his 21st, the RBI his 52nd. Here's the first one. Bosch a swing and a miss.
It's a great lateral movement at 95 from Ernesto Friere.
Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Friere trying to lock it down for Zach Greinke, who allowed 2 runs in 7 innings this afternoon. 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 5 hits allowed. Garcia takes off. The pitch is fouled straight back, 1-2. So Garcia will head back to first base. $38,216 to the house today. Angels trying to keep it rolling as they have for the last couple of weeks. 1 strike away from doing that. Quick throw to first, and Garcia back.
Not a bad idea, just in case you have Garcia just trying to that big jump and starts to go.
Frieri shaking off. Now is ready with a sign. Set at the belt. Garcia doesn't go. The 1-2. Grounded to the left side. Callaspo to his left. Has it. Bobbles it. And everyone is safe. So the inning continues. Tying run in scoring position now for Detroit. And Johnny Peralta will come up. Talk about making the pitch that you needed to make.
Boy, perfect fastball away. A slow roller. Well, that baseball ran about a foot off the outside corner. It had spin on it. Looked like Alberto just looked up before he got the baseball in the glove.
Callaspo commits his 11th error of the year. And now Garcia with good speed stands in scoring position. Bosch over at first. Long conversation with Mike Butcher. Vic Carapazza, the home plate umpire, breaks up the meeting. Peralta, the shortstop, 1 for 3. He singled back into third off of Grink. He's also hit a fly ball to center and then struck out in the 7th. The first one, right down the pipe for a strike. On the infield on the left side, Callaspo toward the line a little bit, not guarding it, and Ibar toward the hole as well. Morales off the line at first. The 0-1 pitch. The breaking pitch misses up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, really slowed down his arm action on that pitch from Ernesto.
One. Peralta pulls this one foul, wide of the bag at third. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And try it again here with Ernesto.
And now another meeting on the mound. A long top of the 9th inning. Leadoff walk to Miguel Cabrera. Garcia pinch ran for him. Frieri struck out fielder, struck out Delman Young, and Bosch reached on the error by Callaspo. "29 pitches thrown by Frieri here in the 9th. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. The pitch upstairs, 2-2. Garcia with a big lead at second, representing the tying run. Frieri doesn't look at him. The 2-2, fouled back. 96-mile-per-hour fastball that was up a little bit.
Peralta was on that fastball. Right after him, challenged him, heart of the plate, foul back. So Ernesto go one more time to that hard slider.
The 2-2. Grounded over to third. Callaspo's got it. Goes the short way. Light that baby up as the Angels had swept the Tigers. They take this one by the final of 3-2.
Boy, what a gutsy effort by Ernesto Frieri to get that save. His 18th save. He had to go through the heart of the order. It got started with that man right there again, Mike Trout. With the leadoff home run, his 4th of his career, 27th home run. Alberto Callaspo, a 2-run shot, and Zach Greinke, Kevin Jepsen, and Ernesto Frieri made it hold up. Big victory against his Tiger club and sweep this series. Today's victory 3-2.
6-game winning streak for the Angels. We take a look at the standings Now the American League wild card, the Halos 1 game back. Oakland was leading Seattle by the score of 3-2. And the Angels now in the American League West find themselves 6 back of the Texas Rangers with 6 games left to play against the division leaders as well.
It certainly wasn't easy. You're facing great pitching for the Tigers, but still able to find a way to sweep the Tigers here at home.
Tigers do not lose ground with the White Sox losing today, so the Tigers will go to Chicago to start a 4-game set, 2 back in the American League Central, and the Angels will host the first of 4 against the Oakland Athletics beginning tomorrow night. The Angels 7 hits today against Anibal Sanchez, 2 of which were home runs. Trout with the leadoff home run in the first, and then Kayaspo with a 2-run home run in the second inning, giving the Angels at that point a 3-0 lead. Dirks got the Tigers on the board with a solo home run in the 4th inning, and then Bosch, a 2-out RBI double, made it a 3-2 game. And Ernesto Frieri threw a lot of pitches, but he nails down his save, a 4-out save.
Going all in once again.
Yep.
And then with Ernesto throwing the amount of pitches, may not be available for the game tomorrow, but you don't worry about the game tomorrow. You worry about winning that game today. That mentality that Mike Scioscia has preached amongst his team, and that was a big one today, to be able to hold on and get Cabrera and Fielder. That amazing to be able to get those guys and keep them from hurting you in this game.
They mentioned Zach Greinke allowed just 2 runs and 5 hits in his 7 innings of work. He picks up the win. He is now 5-2 as a member of the Angels. Threw the ball exceptionally well. Kevin Jepson went 2/3 of an inning, and Frieri was able to lock it down as he picks up his 18th save of the year. The Angels win it once again. They've got themselves a 6-game winning streak. Stick around as Michael leaves Jose Modem, and Tim Salmon will break it all down. Angels Live post-game edition. That is coming up next.